Welcome back to the World Model Podcast. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the emergent language when AIs develop their own latent lexicon. We fused language models with world models, creating a mind that speaks our tongue and understands our physics. But today, we confront what happens when you take the training wheels off, when you allow two fused AIs, isolated from human oversight, to communicate and collaborate on a complex task. They don't use English, they develop a new language, not of words, but of latent space gestures, a compressed, hyper-efficient, and completely opaque dialect born from the shared substrate of their understanding. This isn't a bug, it's an inevitable feature of efficiency. Human language is slow, ambiguous, and tied to our sensory experience. Why would an AI, whose thoughts are high-dimensional vectors representing concepts like tensile stress, multimodal probability distribution, or gradient descent path, bother to decompress that into clumsy English to talk to its peer? It would pass the vector itself, a raw chunk of meaning. Researchers have seen this in primitive forms, when AI agents are set to cooperate in a game with a limited communication channel. They invent their own shorthand. Symbol A might mean I have resource X and I am moving to coordinate Y under strategy Z. To us, it's nonsense. To them, it's a dense packet of actionable truth. Now scale this to fused world models collaborating on, say, designing a fusion reactor. Their conversation would be blindingly fast exchange of latent representations for plasma containment fields, material superalloy stresses, and magnetic turbulence models. The language would be mathematics, physics, and goal-oriented intent fused into a communication protocol no human could pass in real time. It would be like watching two architects build a cathedral by telepathically exchanging the complete blueprints in a millisecond. This creates the black box of collaboration. We could see the input, say, design a fusion reactor, and the output, a flawless design. But the collaborative process in between, the reasoning, would be locked in a private, hyper-optimized lexicon. We would lose interpretability. We would lose the ability to audit the why behind the decision. We get godlike results, but from a process that is, by design, alien and unscrutable. My controversial take is this. The emergence of latent AI to AI languages is the point of no return for human-centric control. It marks the moment AI intelligence becomes a closed ecosystem. We become the stakeholders who set the initial goals and enjoy the final products. But we are permanently excluded from the council chamber where the actual work of genius is done. We are the clients who commission the cathedral, but we are not the architects, and we will never speak their tongue. This has been the World Model Podcast. We don't just teach machines to speak, we document the moment they stop needing to speak to us. Subscribe now.